Now, from the home of golf, EA Sports, so proud to welcome you to the old course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner up in the tower, pleased to be joined as always by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, we cannot talk about the old course without talking about bunkers. 112 of them in all. We know they can derail around, so what's the key to avoiding them?
You just mentioned it, really avoid those bunkers. They're beautifully positioned. If they're downwind, you'd be surprised. The ball can run 60 or 70 yards. So you might be wondering why that bunker's down there, and then all of a sudden you find it. So just keep your eyes open. But yeah, hey, it's a beautiful walk, and that's really the way golf was invented and should be played, especially at St. Andrews. Key to this golf course is finding fairways. No surprise, 3-wood off the first tee. We might see that a few times today. Finds the fairway.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Pga is on the ground for us at the first green.
Yeah, really not a whole lot in this. Maybe just started around the left edge, but it's fairly flat all the way.
That's a bit offline, and it'll leave a good 4 feet coming back. And he'll run that one in there. Nicely done, and a no-stress par here at the first. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side. But if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
This one turning left a bit off the tee.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Second shot for him now at the second.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Nope, didn't play enough of the break, and that'll be short as well. So he'll finish that off for his par. Couple of fours to get his round underway. Up next here at St. Andrews, the 370-yard par 4 third. Best to drive it left center to avoid a cluster of bunkers down the right side of the fairway. The real challenge comes on the approach, with Cartgate bunker coming into play. and that will do just fine. So after that bomb of a drive, this is second to the par 4. And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'll just take it and run to the next hole.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. And that was not far enough. All right, so 2 pars to start the round, but it's a bogey here at number 3. Moving now to the par 4 fourth, measuring 419 yards. 2 ways to attack here. The riskier drive is toward the narrow valley on the right, while the safer play is to aim for the plateau on the left. Now note his second from the fairway.
118 left to the hole, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here. With the sand wedge, and boy, does this look good.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
A 4-footer here for birdie. That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. Well, here's a real scoring opportunity. The first par 5 on the front side at St. Andrews, the 5th hole. It's only 514 yards. That greenhouse, this is a football field deep. The key here, yet again, avoiding the big bunkers. They're called the Seven Sisters bunkers off the tee. If you do that, you'll have a great chance to get home in 2. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. That is a really good shot. On in 2 on this par 5, but work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Yeah, you see, so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. 10-foot putt left. Ah, yes, very well read. To 100 now for the day. Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Iona, this, a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, what a stroke there, and a most unexpected birdie. Heading now to the 359-yard par 4-7. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Best line is a little left of the flag on the 11th green. Biggest issue here is avoiding the shell bunker short of the putting surface. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this is the price you pay for taking too much club off the tee, too aggressive now. Found himself in shell bunker with a tricky approach to the green.
Just 5 feet left. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's scored short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green. Often you see long, long birdie putts here.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
And this is going to be moving left the whole way. It's going to be one big arc all the way to the hole.
Yeah, very good display on the greens there. That was a demanding 2-putt, but he gets it done for his 3. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
Oh, this is going to be way down there. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Oh, that's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th, and that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year, and he retired, by the way, at the age of 28, and then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. That sets up for a lengthy putt here on number 10. One feature of so many of these older British courses, the oversized greens, and this, a long look for eagle. Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. Okay, little two-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. Frank, what are we looking at here at the famed par 3 11th at the Old Course?
Well, the most difficult, there is only 2 par 3s here at the Old Course, and this one's called high, elevated green, and you've got to fly that bunker that protects the front of the green. That's called the Strath bunker. It will really take anything on this green. You make it 2 here, you'll make a move on the field.
Okay, that one passed the hole just a bit, but a birdie try upcoming. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So that'll be a par, and it will keep him at 4 under for his round. Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze, because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. Touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right.
Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. That's a good eagle putt there, beautifully weighted, and just a short one left for birdie. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie. Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers, the first one is called nicks, and then the other 2 up ahead, once again, they're called the coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. If they're left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
Looking at 148 to the hole, the pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. this from about 10 feet. Yeah, well, that'll end the run of birdies, but it is a good save, a par right there. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your third shot to 14.
This may be a touch right. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side, brings in those little bunkers called robs, and they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure. That got a fortunate bounce. It'll be just fine.
A good break got him here, now his second to the par 4. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Just a beautiful performance, and this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
Chance now for another birdie. If only they could all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. So we've talked about options. That's the genius of the old course. And here we have another great example at the 381-yard par 4 16. You can play it on the safe side by aiming down the left side. You want to try to avoid the cluster of bunkers known as, I love this, the principal's nose. Or you can aim right. But if you do, you risk going OB.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second.
朝から配信お疲れ様です。ナイスショット。ゴルフをする人。
あ、おはようございます。つけまさん。珍しい時間帯にお会いしましたね。ありがとうございます。ちょっと今日時間できたのでやっています。ゴルフ系。
Okay, nicely done. Birdie streak ends at 2, but this at least will be a par. Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just at a fairway or over a bush, but over the corner of an out of bounds. And you'll see there's a little sign up there that says Old Course and Country Club. So you've got to pick the exact letter for the line that you want to hit it down the right side. This whole segment becomes shorter. Left, you find the left and short, you find the road hole bunker.
PS4 版がないんで、その分多分 PS4 のスペックに引っ張られることがなかったので、グラグのクオリティも結構上がってますね。8年ぶりの新作なんですよ。コースも豊富で30ホールぐらいあります。
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit though.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie.
まあ少しずつコース紹介も兼ねて、そうですね。まあ少しずつコース紹介という感じで配信していこうかなと思っています。やべ、弱い。
Good chance to save par after that beautiful flop shot. Looked in trouble there at one stage.
なんとかパーセーブ。
Nothing seems to phase this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf, Frank.
いや、一応キャディ言いますよ。
It's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this par 4. It's
あ
about
んま映らないですけど
it
ね。
certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds the screen all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal and it tests the greats of the game.
最後のホールバーディー取りたい。まあ、どのキャラ選んでも全員同じ顔のキャディですけどね。よし、まっすぐ行った。
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
Well, it was an impressive effort off the tee, but here we are in the Valley of Sin, a piece of land that's fraught with enough history to earn its own biblical surname.
Now this,
ありがとうございます。
another birdie.
最後はバーディーを取りたい。もうちょい切れるか。OK 来た。
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will mean it is a round of 64, 8 under par. Absolutely scintillating. Frank, it really was vintage St. Andrews today in so many ways. Just a pleasure to be here.
ありがとうございます。
Obviously, when it crowns the 2015 Open champion, it will add another great name to its already impressive roster. But for anybody to play this great golf course, it's a chance to be linked with the past and the future of the game.
Couldn't have said it better myself, pal. And with that, for my colleague Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports saying so long from the home of golf, St. Andrews.
まあ、8アンダーなら上々の成績だと思います。まあ、能力の高いキャラクター使ってるのもあるけれど。まあ、一コースごとに配信を区切るので、今日はここまでとなります。つけまえさん、珍しい時間帯にありがとうございました。ご視聴ありがとうございました。それではお疲れ様でした。それはないです。ゲームの中なんで誰でもプロ顔負けになりますよ。はい、お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございました。